So, after the battle, what was remaining after the battle, the cultists that survived and the surviving leaders met up again in a holographic meeting with the High Lord, High Marshal Dredd. And the High Marshal was very, very pleased at the results. There survived 7 of the sisters, which was the main goal of this mission altogether. They were able to get them because the sisters are pure when they join the Adeptus Sororitas. And he needed that purity for the sacrifice that was to come. Congratulations, says the High Marshal to them. You have done exceedingly well and have met my expectations. The cultists took a severe pounding after this mission, but knew that they could not defy the High Marshal in his orders, and that they would be rewarded, or at least that's what the High Marshal says. So the sisters here have been bandaged up and have been saved, and this team here of Chaos Marines who came in late were able to help retrieve the bodies and took these as captive. They're going to leave this area, and now they're going to retreat to the Valley of the Dry Bones. And the Valley of the Dry Bones has the secret that they've been waiting for all this time. To find the seat of power, known to the Imperium as the seat of Terra, and also to activate it, to activate the one artifact which needs the blood of the sisters, and to also activate an ancient monolith which will allow the demons to come into the planet. So the plans of the High Marshal is slowly unfolding. He grins happily and saying, next comes the grandest plan of all. Meanwhile, there's one of the canonists who survived the battle, and the Lord Commissar meets with Canoness Ammon. And through their debriefing, Canoness Ammon actually is seeing what she had feared the most, that there is a true chaos presence on the planet of Vesper, and that it happens to be Nurgle. She suspected this when she sent out the immobilizer with the heavy flamer and made sure she sent out the flaming teams, because that's the only way to truly get rid of Nurgle's rot, which she had faced once before when she was a young sister sororitas in her older days, or in her younger days. So now she has a dilemma. She just saw that she went to the battlefield itself, went to the little town and saw all the carnage and just saw all the death that was around, and the taint of Nurgle still residing over the battlefield. So she says, I know what I must do. I need to make a call to the Imperium. So she made her call to the Imperium, and there was only one chapter that happened to be in that area, which were the Ultramarines. So she talks to Captain Sicarius and requests his aid in letting him know what actually occurred on the planet. She said something is wrong. They came after that little town, and now they're leaving, and they kidnapped several of the sisters who they had wounded, and they're going to use them for some evil purpose, and I have no idea what that purpose is. We need assistance, and we need it badly. Captain Sicarius agrees. He said he will send down a force to help aid the sisters out in this dilemma. The entire second company, led by Captain Sicarius, is coming to aid in this assistance and to try to foil these plans that now have just unfolded. Chaos back in the material world. This is not good news. This is bad news indeed.